Of course my bot is not working again. Of course it doesn't. Wait a second. Swan. There we go. Okay. So exciting. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do Spider Warp and figure out what's going on. This might be the next exciting thing that I found. Alright, here we go. Let me see. We have 3 spiders. We have 2 spiders, this is good. Yes! Okay, this is good. I made a save state. So let me see. Yeah, alright, we have a good save state. We have 2 spiders, this is perfect. So, we have exposition D8. So you can see my RAM watch on the left. There I built a RAM watch. Hi Queenie, how are you doing? And this is a new tech I found by a complete accident. And we slowly, the community has pieced a little bit together what this is all about. And it is a very funny tech because it makes Aura Barrier actually viable in some sort. Or usable in some sort. So what this is about is we found a new tech that allows us to warp using these little critters here and Aura Barrier. I'm using a randomizer ROM as my testing first, but I have people that confirmed this glitch to be executable on vanilla cartridges. So this is a glitch that can be used in vanilla ISO. So oh, that was wrong. Let me see again. There we go. That should be pyramid. There we go. So this is what happens if I use it there. It brings me to the pyramid. Oh shit, I made a save state. Well, I have to reset. Unless I can savage this a little bit. Didn't mean to make a save state there. Oh yeah, freezing the address is actually working. Okay. Well, let me do a save state again. There we go. So the trick is that you see these two spiders making the web. We want the second spider to start their web. And then we want to release aura barrier. Just like that. And it's mostly a consistent verb. This is weird now because I think I heard them. That might have changed something. So you see this is a very slow verb. So let us see if this brings us to the pyramid. Because it shows us value. The first value is the room value. And you can see it says D7 there. That is the room where we get warped, and judging from where that is... Oh, that's weird, because D8 is actually our position, so... Alright, let me see where it brings me. Oh, it still brings me to here, okay, so I guess that still counts as that. I think the type of warp depends if you have heard them. So if I change slightly my position and do it, you see how it says DD now instead of D7? That is because it's my X position that changes it. My X position saying DE and it takes the value and puts DD instead there. DE is basically this value minus 1. So it always takes this value minus 1. And I think the type of warp is really corresponded by how much damage the spider took or something like that. So I kind of want to see if I can reset the room. Let me see. Oh. Okay, that's odd. What is happening? Oh, is the value still frozen? Is that the issue? No. So I guess because I used that and unfroze the value, it still has the warping effect? Yeah. Alright, let's do it again. First save state. HP on top of the spiders is full again. Go up, second spider. Okay, good. Perfect. So we have both spiders off screen. How this works is Raven has given me some hot info about the spiders. If there are 3 spiders, it takes our Y position as warp. And if there are 2 spiders, it takes our X position as warp. And if there's any other number of spiders on screen, it uses values that we can't really manipulate. So this is your ideal situation here with the spiders right now. So what we want is... Alright, this is D8, this should be D9. So... I have to see how that works, because sometimes it straight up doesn't work. It depends which one of those 2 spiders does it, so we have to look into that as well. Unless this doesn't work for some reason now. There's probably an explanation for that. Maybe bad timing. Let me see. I know that's normally why it's consistent. Maybe I do need to reset. Let me see. I have the feeling I need to reset after what happened here. Let's reset. This seems fishy. I still try to figure out some stuff that works like 100%. I think that one problem was I was attacking the spiders. Did hit the spiders. And then I did weird things with the game, like freezing random values, and we don't want to have that to happen. So let's go fresh there. Luckily, this resets also spider RNG for some degree, I have realized. So saving and loading loading your save here is really beneficial if you want to reproduce that. So I recommend that, of course, to do as well. So obviously you need freedom to make this work. You need aura barrier to get this to work. And you obviously need all spiders alive. You need every single enemy to be alive in that one room. And you want 2 of them off screen. Now we have 3. Now we have a problem because 3 on screen means we have to look at our Y position. And I see that the Y position is not optimal for what we are trying to achieve. Because I'm here at D0. And if I would go up, the value gets lower. We want a very high value. Because the last few maps in the game are the ones that are interesting. We want the Chaos Comet map, so we can warp there. This is ideal. This other spider still needs to come down somehow. Ah, she went up. Alright. I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to highlight this video when we get something consistent. I have found very consistent stuff. But it's still, we have to figure out some stuff. Okay, we have them both here. So they are now in the circle. Alright, so let me see. We have 2 spiders. Let me see if it actually works. Huh. Okay, maybe I should wait for the other spider to shoot then. The game will crash. Yep. You saw the orb that was circling around me? That is an indicator that the game crashes. Let me see. I'm really questioning why it's not working at the moment. So it is timing related as well. Maybe the spiders aren't the right ones that I need them to do. We have to also keep an eye out. Yeah, sure. I will highlight this, probably. I highlight most of my stuff, so this won't be lost. I just have to figure out which spiders I need necessarily here. And then we have to, like, figure out what we can do to make it consistent. Okay, that one spider despawned the other spider. We don't want to have that to happen, because that's bad. We need all the spiders we can. Okay, I think this is top spider and right spider now. Okay, so right spider and top spider are both the ones that we want. And now it works basically every time. As you can see, we get different results depending where I'm standing. And now that there's only one spider on screen, I get different results. So I need at least 2 spiders on screen for this to work. Alright, but there's like ways to make this happen. Okay. Oh shit, let's reset this. Alright. Ah, see? Okay, this is the credits map. This is not going to work, by the way. This will crash the game, sadly. But we're close. We are really close. So this is where this could bring us to the end credits. But it's going to crash as soon as it's going to show us the map. Or what happens after the map has been shown. I can speed up the process. And the problem is we need to load the map basically from the final boss. Because how this game is... what happens here right now is the game still thinks we are Mount Crest. So we have to reset the Mount Crest state in a certain way. And the way to do it is by bringing up the pause menu. Because the pause menu itself seems to... Yep. Okay, you see my emulator just crashed right there. So what we're supposed to do is we have to get a map where we can bring up the pause menu. And the closest map to the end would be the final battle. In that case. So we have to still fight Dark Gaia, but this skips Angkor Wat, it skips Mount Crest, it skips... well, most of Mount Crest's second half at least it skips. It skips the native village, it skips all cutscenes that are in between there. It skips the pyramid, it skips Mummy Queen, it skips the boss rush, it skips so much. It's insane. So this is position E6 we are at. And now we are Jim's mansion. This is nuts. Alright, so we have to figure out which map is the Chaos Comet and figure out a way. See, look, we found like this map. The problem is this is the exact spot where the spiders start going down. So you have to do it quick. But yeah. This spot right there. There is another map where we land onto the Chaos Comet. We want that map. So I have to find out where I can trigger that map. And for that I would probably need to first look into what map is what. I think Raven gave me the map. Oh no, he actually gave me the one where you fly to the comet. It's E8. So I don't know which map is the landing onto the comet. So I will run out. I can see the value, so I will let that run out if I get that. There we go. So let me see which value it takes, and then I will write it down, and then we try to get that value. This is so exciting. It really is so much exciting. So what map was that? Was it E9 or something like that? Let me actually poke around myself here. So poke value. So E8. So E7 is this. We need to get E9 because the value of the room that gets written is the value of our exposition subtracted by 1. So this is map E8. This one. And we have to get exposition E9 to get there. The problem is I don't know how you can move not 2 pixels. And this was an invalid map. Because in EA is Solid Arms Mansion, which is not the dungeon where you want to be. So, is there a tag that allows me to do pixels? I know that guarding would be one. Because the problem is I move mostly at a 2 pixel interval. I don't know if this is the smallest amount of steps you can take in this game. But getting the Flying to Comet map, I think, is the best result we have so far, which is amazing. We just need to figure out if there's a way how you can shove yourself 1 more pixel, because this cutscene is going to take a little bit of time, and it would be cool if we also can skip that time as well. But as you can see, you can pull it off really consistently once you get the spiders in there. Which is incredible. Maybe you can do it with the Y position somewhere, but the problem is Y position looks like harder to do and pull off. As I said, when you look at the values, the 3rd row is our Y position. And our Y position is at its maximum here, which is D0. And we need to go to EA or to E9. We need to go to E9 to trigger that one map of the Chaos Comet. And that is the issue that we have. I mean, it's great that we can warp to the flying sequence at least, because if there's no way to get yourself shoved a pixel, there is probably a way, but it's probably involving having to block a projectile. Because I know that projectiles can move you and shove you pixels. The problem is, you will break probably the spider setup this way. Because you want the every enemy to be alive. No enemies despawned in this room. Just off screen, but not despawned. And you want 2 spiders that shoot web at the same time. Like, at the same time, it's even better, because then you just have to launch aura barrier as soon as they shoot. And as I said, the credits aren't going to work because they crash. We have to find an visual indicator now for this, basically. Or finding a way to shove you a pixel to the side. But I think this is good enough as it is right now. It's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. Obviously, you still have to rely on Spider RNG to some degree. But, as I said, when you save and reload and reset and come out of the first save out of Mount Crest, it probably most likely resets Spider RNG. And you get more consistent Spider RNG that way. Because I noticed the more I played after a reset, the more different the spiders behaved. And when you land on the Chaos Comet, you would obviously need to open your menu, then closing it, to reset the state, because it would otherwise think you are Mount Crest, and then you can hack away and everything will be fine and dandy. At least that's how it is in the randomizer ROM. It still needs confirmation in vanilla. But since the other stuff has worked so far on vanilla setups, I'm pretty positive that that will be also working for vanilla. Because the warp has been confirmed for vanilla, the setup has been confirmed for vanilla, and I think even the consistency is confirmed at this point. Solar told me he got consistent warps to permit when he was using the ability, the aura barrier, right in this corner. So it is probably very, very likely that this is a vanilla bug and not a randomizer bug. And it can be used there as well. And this is the reason why I'm doing this, because I want this to be more consistent so we can use it for vanilla runs in the future. If it's viable enough. Because we have to still consider it's far into the game. You have to get an ability that's normally wise ignored. I think you find this ability in Cresto, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't played vanilla in a long time, so I don't know if you get Aura Barrier here or somewhere else. But Aura Barrier is required for this, obviously. You need to be Shadow. And you have to have at least 2 spiders on screen. I think the sky can also be problematic, because you see the sky on the right. It is not a timing thing, so I can deconfirm it. It's not a timing thing. It has to do with the amount of webs and spiders on screen. And the amount of enemies that are in the room. It's not timing related. So we can exclude the timing, because I did the glitch basically when they shoot their web. And already have it like halfway through, like. Obviously the web needs to be still on screen for a certain amount of time. It still needs to be on screen when the barrier would be spawned. But what I'm saying is that you don't have to time like now. You don't have to time it. Like, I thought it would be like a perfect trick once the spider starts shooting the web. It's not a perfect trick. Which is good, because this means that we have actually pretty consistent time window here. And I think we found a very good visual indicator. Wow. Yeah, this is a very good visual indicator. Like, holy shit. Yeah, like, oops. Something went wrong there. Okay, this is it though. Alright, the best thing would be to do it like this. So what I take is a visual indicator right here. No, I used it. But let's pause for a second. Alright, you see this? So let me actually... Where is my game capture? There it is. So alright. I should also see my mouse. Yeah, there we go. I look at this part of the vine. This is the perfect visual indicator because it lines up with your feet perfectly. You just look down and you look at this part of the wine because you see like the bright pixels of this wine up here. There are 2 bright pixels. They need to line up so that the white square is basically right next to the place where these green squares would be from the green pixels. It's like he stands on the wine like this. Since this is a very precise trick, I actually recommend like looking at the pixels or at the position like that. But it needs to be like this. Well, let's see if we can still save that and actually prove a point. I don't think we can still save that because the spiders will return. Yeah. So I stand like this, do this, and then I go here. So that is your visual indicator there. It didn't work because I was doing it too early. Yep. Our exposition is basically determining where we get Queenie. And I found the magic pixel that brings us to the final battle. Not the map I wanted, but that has to do with limitations. No, it doesn't crash. You can actually fight. And when you bring up the item menu, you can actually fight this. I still need confirmation if this works with the vanilla ROM, because this is a randomizer ROM with Gaia patched in it. So I know the glitch is in vanilla ROM because Solar did tell me that he actually pulled this off, not with the final fight, but with like the pyramid and stuff. So this bug is in the vanilla game. We just need confirmation if the warp to the final battle can happen like this. And if it's not crashing after killing the final boss. So important, once you get to this final battle map, you open up your menu and close it. That way you tell the game you're no longer in Mount Crest for some reason. Because this menu is ISO 1 map. And it resets some information. And you could just fight the final boss. And it should work as intended. I can show off what happens if you don't bring up that menu. Because you will see clearly why you bring up the menu at the start as well. Ah, I did mess up. Important is don't fire your hour barrier before the strings are there. The strings need to be on screen, then fire it. And you're mostly good to go. I will do like a more like in-depth explanation of this as soon as I show why you bring up the pause menu. So if you don't bring up the pause menu, well, this is weird. Okay then. So normally wise it can happen if you don't bring up the pause menu, you cannot shoot firebirds. And it still thinks you're in Mount Crest. Ah, that's because I have early Firebird. Okay, that is the reason. Early Firebird is the reason why we have it from the beginning. Okay. So normally you cannot shoot Firebirds in this final fight. And you have to do the Firebird activation basically by going into the menu. You tell the game that you are now in Gaia's fight, and then the game remembers to give you the Firebird. And also prevents crashing the credits, I think. Because the credits crash if they think they are in Mount Crest. I can show you something, like we found this. But this is not working because as soon as we get the map screen, where the map is coming together, it's going to crash. Because it loads the events and the code from Mount Cress, and that is not compatible with the ending. As you can see, it just crashed. Which is why we need the final battle. Because the final battle allows us to open up the menu and fix this. And this is sadly the closest I can get. I know there is a map. This is a separated map from the actual fight map when you are on the combat. And it loads a new map after this. I try to find a way to get immediately to this part of the map. You can't because you move 2 pixels. You can see like my values on the left. I have like these addresses. Let's address that. So you see this funny thing that I have here. This is my RAM watcher. This is basically me looking into the game's code. And the first value is basically where I get warped. If I would change this, the game warps me somewhere else. So this is just to see which value it loads for the warping when the spider warp happens. And these 2 values are my X position and my Y position in the screen. So X position is your horizontal position on the screen, and your Y position is your vertical position on the screen. And when you have 2 spiders with webs, it takes your X position as the room number. Raven has told me that, and that way we can manipulate which map we get for the transport. I don't think it will, because this map right here, Queenie, is special. This part of Mount Cress has actually coded in that every object is running even if it's off screen. So they run off screen with some degree of code even if they are not visible. And you have the most amount of enemies in this room in the entire game. The reason why Aura Barrier glitches out is because you override the amount of stuff that's in the room, and the spider is taking away the Aura Barrier with its web. So when Aura Barrier wants to load in, the spider web tells it to not load in, and the Aura Barrier just magically happen to look for a place where it can be reproduced, and that value where it goes to write down its new position happens to be the room transition, which is insane that it goes there. It just happened to be the warp address where it changes in which room you are. It just happened to be this value. So we are extremely lucky that this bug actually does this. And it does it as soon as you have 2 spiders on screen. The X position of yourself. If there are 3 spiders on screen, it's not going to take your X position. It's going to take your Y position. And everything else, like if there's 1 spider or more than 3 spiders, Raven has told me that those values are values we cannot control. So we should have at least 2 spiders in the room, because there's an issue with 3 spiders. So you see me having here exactly 2 spiders on screen. And that is why it takes my X position and warps me to my X destination. If I would have another spider, it would take my Y position. And that's a problem, because my Y position is the lowest number here. And you can see it's 03D0. This is the lowest I can get on this map. And I need to get to Dark Gaia an E8 on my X value. So I cannot get the value I want for the fighter fight for my Y position, because I can't go this far down. So this is the reason why you need 2 spiders in particular if you want to do the final boss warp. If you want to go in a pyramid or something, you can use the 3 spiders, but you want to go to the final bed if you want to use this glitch. I mean, why would you go to the pyramid if you can't go to the final place of the game? And this is really interesting. So, the biggest concern you must have is, how do I get exactly the spiders to this place so I can do this basically? And I feel like it's pretty consistent once you saved at the first dark space and load from the first dark space after a reset. It's really consistent afterwards, because the spider RNG gets reset by that, and you can make the spiders move very consistently that these 2 spiders are here. And do exactly this loop. So yeah, you cannot reproduce this glitch elsewhere, I think, because you don't have the special room setting that everything acts even if it's off screen, and because of the amount of enemies that you have. It would be cool if there would be a different room much earlier in the game, but I highly doubt it, because this is the most bugged room in the entire game, and there's a good reason for it. So yeah, we need confirmation if this bug works on vanilla this way. That we can get here, we can go into the menu, and we can kill the Chaos Comet without aura. That comes with it, because obviously when you do it in a speedrun and you do it as soon as you get to Crest, you have to consider you have less upgrades, probably less items if you have like safety herbs or something, and you don't have aura. So you have to practice the spots without aura, which is a small concern in contrary to what you get when you have skipped Angkor Wat, you skip Pyramid, you skip second half of Mount Crest, you skip Oiru, the entire cutscene stuff in Dao, you skip all of the Pyramid, you skip Mummy Queen, you skip the boss fights, which has vampires, which has Fat Hanger, which has Mummy Queen 2.0, and so on. You skip so much stuff with it. This is so big. And I just found this by accident. The way how I found it is I was just playing around at Mount Crest like, haha, look at the funny glitches. Because I was getting a massive glitch when I played this in a randomizer yesterday. And I didn't thought about it. It could activate a warping sequence with Aura Barrier of all things. Because it has to be done with Aura Barrier. Because of how Aura Barrier is actually loading objects into the plane. Because it wants to load another Aura Barrier onto a Y position as far as I'm concerned. Or at least one of the Aura Barriers that's missing when they shoot the web. It tries to load on that place. And that's what's triggering this. Oh, Solar is going to be so happy. I can tell he's like extremely happy probably that I found this. And a lot of people will fucking hate me because this will probably divide a lot of things too. Like, this is so huge. This is insanely huge. And it can warp you everywhere where your X and Y positions desire. Wow, look at that! Look at that! Amazing! So yeah, we found a consistent way to make it work. Like, for a lot... Like, when we remember how I started finding this... Like, it crashed so many times. We didn't know what addresses it manipulates and stuff like that. And like, how we refined this. It's insane. Wow, look! I mapped myself to the beginning of the game. At the menu. Wow. Wow there. I wonder what oh. I cannot confirm my choice. I can only move, but I can't confirm my choice. And now I'm at Edward's prison. As I said, you can go everywhere where the exposition allows you at that point. Oh, I save stated. I save stated there now. Shit. But yeah, you can go wherever you want as long as it's in range of the values. And the problem is, the only limitation it has is that you can mostly move 2 pixels. So that means that you skip every one room. Like, you move 1 step and your character takes 2 pixels of movement per step, it seems. Like, you can see the values there never being uneven. They're always even. And that's the only limitation this has. If you would block a projectile from somewhere, you maybe can get a pixel out of it. Because I think that's what's happening with Solid Arm, that you get an uneven pixel. And that uneven pixel allows you to not take hits. In some degree. Well, it might be actually an even pixel, because you can get that without blocking, so... Yeah, but you can get shoved single pixel wise by Solid Arm. Like, blocking actually pushes you a pixel, I believe. Well, let's confirm that. Let's actually look for an enemy and confirm this. Is blocking actually pushing me a single pixel? Come on, Spider, don't be lame. Fine. Yes. Blocking shoves you a single pixel. So if you would find a projectile and do that, and being able to pull off Aura Barrier, it would be possible to get even uneven numbers. The issue is that you will most likely don't be able to do that, because you would destroy the spider setup. Because as soon as you go too far to the right, the spiders obviously follow you and don't, like, stay there and do their web action. So let's see if we can reproduce this by running there. Wow, that was a free dash. I actually try to do like what a speedrunner would do, like kill enemies or run through them if possible, to see like how viable the spider RNG gets in the next room. Like obviously you would need to plant the vines, and I don't know how that affects it. We lost the spider, this might be not possible now. Let's see. And also the other spiders are a little bit stingy with their movement. Okay, we got 2 spiders in the spot. Oh boy, we did something wrong. Yeah, we launched that too early, that's my problem. You obviously need to go over there, boys. So this is a problem because you still need the right pixel where it is. Oh god, we get a game crash. Yeah, I think this is because we despawned a spider. 100%. That is because one spider disappeared. This is why it's different. We want all the spiders be on this place, but we only want 2 at the same time. Like this. So now we have 2 spiders on screen. Every spider on this map is there. Go up, please. Ah shit, we have 3 spiders now. Go up, spider. Thank you. Alright, we want them to do this now. And then... Ah, that was too late. It's really hard when they do it like this. So I hope they would sync up somehow. Okay, so they are kind of synced up now. Still didn't make it. Okay, this is perfect. Yes. Yes, okay. So the problem is getting them both so you can do this easily. This is the only issue, and having 2 spiders at the same time on the screen, as I said. It's possible though. If you get it right, you can skip a lot. I know you would just fight Dark Gaia, as usual. There we go. We found Spider Warp, guys. We found it. Who would have thought that Mount Crest of all things would give us that tag? So what we need now is people to actually confirm if this is possible in Vanilla ISO. And if you can beat the game in Vanilla this way. So yeah, it's true now. And both need to shoot their web, which is why it's so hard to set up. But if you have it like this, it should be a given and easy. So yeah, when we are about to see spider warp percent runs. This needs its own category because otherwise people will murder me. If this is really possible in vanilla, that is. Which I highly assume it is. Alright, I think I should do one run where I explain the glitch and show it off. Like, in this little part. And maybe we can highlight that one. And then we can show it to people, actually. Because I think this is really incredible work that we did. I say we, because we as a community found this. Like, I found it, but we as a community found out how it works and how its quirks were. And found like consistent ways. Like Raven did an amazing job at telling me what actually modifies the stuff. And what is responsible for the warps, essentially. He was the one that told me actually that it depends on the amount of spiders how it behaves. So there you have it, folks. We have a consistent warping technique. Alright, let's try. Let's try it. Blah 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 blah. Alright, let's try it. You need to come down. Mr. Spider, come over here. Ah, went up. This is gonna be a problem. Yeah, we lost the spider. Reset. We lost 2 spiders, actually. We have 3 spiders, that's not good. One of you needs to disappear. Let's see if this actually works still. I highly doubt it. Nice, we got it! That was without loading a save state. It actually worked, even though the thing despawned. This is so amazing! Guys, I'm so happy that we found this. I'm so happy that we found something. For Auraberry of all things. And I did it without a save state there. This is nuts. Alright, so let's reset and try that again. Oh, I maybe understand why it gives us Isolancer's house a lot. Now that I think about it, when I saw the values. I think for that one I even have an explanation. But let's do this one first, this attempt. And then I will explain why I think we get so many times Lancer's house. Alright, let's go. Nice. Nice. Setup is engaged. There we go! Let's go! Fuck yeah! First try! We did it! Oh, it feels good, man. Oh my god, it feels so good. Ah! I'm so happy. Alright. Let's actually do a VOD. Do something so we can VOD this in a short little highlight. And then we can show people how to do this. And then we just need to know if this works on vanilla as well. And if we have that, it's going to be amazing. Because it will allow us to skip so much of the game. It's so unbelievable much that you can skip with this. Alright. So, hello everyone, this is Hiro-sofT, and I have found a new glitch, an illusion of Gaia, that allows us to do a glitch called Spider Warp. And it's a new glitch that I have found on Mount Crest, with the aura barrier of all things. I was just playing around my randomizer. This ROM you see, this game you see open right now is the randomizer file. I just got that glitch. And what basically it does is it allows us to skip everything after Mount Crest in Illusion of Gaia if this works on the vanilla game or like on console. I have slightly heard this is going to work on console or vanilla. I've seen screenshots of people doing it, and this is your introduction to the Spider Warp. So what actually does Spider Warp do is that it allows you to warp everywhere where you want, depending on your X position or Y position, how this works. So I'm going to show you how to do this. You see 3 values on the side with the addresses. The first one is my current map. That is on 0, 0 because it changes every time you go into a new transition to the corresponding map. And then you see my X and Y positions. The second one being my X and the third one my Y position. What you have to do is you have to manipulate the game in a certain sense so that it it causes a glitch that makes aura barrier like glitch out in a certain way that we can use our X position as a transport. It just happened to be that when you use in the very glitchy room of Mount Crest, which I'm going to show you which room that is, that you can use the aura barrier to write the value you have in your X position subtracted by 1 into this value where you normally wise get warped. So let's get started. First off, I saved at the first save point in Mount Crest, which happens to be this one. Save at this one and use it for resetting, because resetting is good for the spider RNG. Then just move on in Crest as you would do. I don't know how effective this is when you have mushroom drops, since I already used mine. As you can see, the paths are already open here, so we need to know confirmation if that has something to do with it. But follow the path as normal. You can kill the enemies if you want. I think they have nothing to do with this until you get to the very specific part of the map, which is here. So this is the part, this is the room up there where we want to go. This room up there has 39 enemies in the game, and is the room with the most enemies in the whole game. Plus it has a special quirk that enemies even act off screen and still being loaded into the game while being off screen. So that means that this game has to render 39 enemies at the same time in this room somehow. And we are abusing that to glitch the game with the spiders themselves. We produce a string shot of spider web, and the spider web is very important as well. So what you have to do next is you have to go in the place where I'm going to run, and you have to have at least 2 spiders on screen. It needs to be exactly those 2 spiders. We have a problem. So this is an issue. We have 3 spiders. Now we have 2 spiders. And we only want 2 spiders. So you normally wise need to run into this corner here. We despawned a spider, but it should also work with one spider despawned. So let's try. So now you have 2 spiders. Position yourself so that spiders go like this, because that way it's easier to perform this glitch. Charge up your aura barrier right here where you are. And you have to position yourself on a specific pixel. I'm going to show you soon as which pixel it is to trigger it. It is... oh shoot. Well, let me reset the spiders real quick here. Oh, I hope they don't despawn now. We have an issue here. Alright. This is a problem you have to fight ISO if you consider using this glitch. Don't despawn my spiders, please. Alright, go up, spiders. One of you needs to leave. Obviously, this is happening when I want to show off something. Obviously. Alright, let's lure that one up here. Go up. Thank you. And this is perfect. We have both spiders now on top of each other, as you can see. So now you have positioned yourself at a specific pixel. It's this one, right here. It's also sadly the pixel where the spiders start moving down. I will show you that. There. This pixel right here. So what you have to do on that pixel is, once they shoot the string at the same time, you have to release and use aura barrier there. But I think we already despawned too much spiders, so that's the reason why it didn't work there. So we have to do it again. Yeah, we have to do it again. So in case this doesn't work, you have to reset the room. Don't kill enemies, don't kill anything. Just reset the room by going out and going back to the place. Good, okay. So we have all the sprites active and we have the 2 spiders here. Now do the process again. Launch Aura Barrier and you warp yourself to the comet flying sequence. It's very important that you do the next steps very carefully after this. So obviously I have all the health and I have Aura because it's a randomizer. We need confirmation if this works on an actual vanilla ROM. You need to open up the pause menu at least once. Open it up. Because if you land here by using the glitch, the game still thinks you're a Mount Cress. And that causes all kinds of issues to happen. And one of them is crashing the credit scene. So you don't want to have that happening. So open up the menu and close it. And you should be fine to go then. Now I show you what happens if you trigger the end credit sequence. This is not where the end credits is. Come on. Oh, this is actually the bad save state, is it? Yeah. Okay. So I will show you what happens when you trigger the end credit sequence. So same as always, there need to be 2 spiders on screen. The reasoning why there need to be 2 spiders on screen is because if there are 3 spiders on screen, it doesn't take you X position for the warp, it takes you Y position for the warp. And we don't want that to happen, we want our X position to be the value that's important, not your Y position. And as you can see, sometimes the spiders can be annoying and they like to despawn, so you don't want to have that happening. So we have to find a way to like get it set up where we get spiders consistently like this. Alright, so let me see. This is actually the right pixel for the ending. As you can see, it's kind of finicky. Okay, so there we go. This must be it, right? Let me see. Oh, it didn't work. Did we despawn a spider, actually? I think we did despawn 1 spider. Yeah, okay, 1 spider stuck, that's why. So I think it either happens, it doesn't work when the spider web is on screen from another spider. Or something like that. Oh, now we have 3 spiders on screen, that's not good. As you can see, it's kind of wonky, but it mostly works consistently. It's just that the spiders happen to be not on my side when I do this for the highlight. Would you guys cooperate with me, please? Alright, time to use an herb in Mount Cress, I guess. Okay, I don't understand what happened there, but okay then. So we will use an herb. Because the spiders don't want to cooperate for some reason right now. And that's why you reset, because the reset makes them more consistent. Normally it should. I think one of them is stuck again. Yeah. But no web. And we have 2 spiders now. Okay, this must be it though. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so here we have the ending. What happens is, this is the randomizer, so obviously the text is different. I don't know if in vanilla it doesn't crash, but I highly doubt it won't, because the way it crashes looks incredibly vanilla-ish. So it skips through this text, blah 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 blah, and it goes to the map, where you normally might see the continents form the real-life continents. As soon as it wants to do that, the game will crash. Right here. There we go. Your game crashed. And that's why you can't warp to the end of the game like that. Because the game still thought we are in Mount Cress. It still had code opened up from that. And that causes the game to crash when it's trying to do the thing from the credit sequence. Because it pulls the data from Mount Crest, is what I'm assuming. And does this crash. But this is how you do it, basically, folks. This is Spider-Warp. I'm really excited that we found this. Thanks so much for... thank you so much, you guys, for figuring this out with me. I had support from a lot of people, like, visit the Illusion of Gaia Randomizer Discord. Like, there were a lot of amazing people that actually helped me with this. Like Raven, who did a huge part in the Illusion of Gaia Randomizer also. He actually gave me the information which values actually get used for the warp. And Solar Cell and Psy, as well as Mr. Freed. And more other people, like Dombagami obviously for the randomizer and stuff. It's really amazing. And I hope this can help someone out. Or can do something now in the speedrunning community as well. Because this actually skips a huge part of the game that's at the end. You skip all of the second half in Mount Crest, you skip the entire Angkor Wat dungeon, you skip the entire pyramid, and you skip everything cutscene related in between. It involves Oiru, the rest with Nea and his parents. It involves the native village burning Hamlet sequence. It involves Tower of Babel's rematches and the soul sequence. It also includes the Jakar scene in the pyramid. All of that is skipped with this. If this works on vanilla fully as it is. So I'm really hoping this works on vanilla the same way how it works here for me right now. Because if that is true, then Spider-Warp will change a lot. Like, this can be a change. Like, there needs to be either a new category for it, or I don't know what else they would do, like major glitches category or something like that. This is not a little thing. This is actually a big find. And I'm glad I found this. As I said, I was just toying around with the room in Mount Cress, and I just found other glitches, and I just wanted to see what else you can do there. And I was like, what happens if I use Aura Barrier instead of Dark Friar? Because the room of Mount Cress right here, people already knew this is bugged beyond belief. People already knew this is glitchy as all hell. That the game can freeze here, that there are graphical bugs happening in this room. When you use Dark Friar, that you sometimes cannot use an ability and stuff like that. But nobody has found out it before that you can actually warp from this location using the spiders. And this is why this is so amazing, because we finally found this, and this will help out in certain stances. Like, you can use this to warp wherever you want just to prove a point. I would just use the spider warp and warp myself somewhere else. Like, I'm in Itori Village now. Or... let me see. Or we are in Inca. As I said, you can freely explore these. Some of these are very unstable because, as I said, using this glitch, the game still thinks you are Mount Cress. The point is, for example, in this seed I have statue 1, I killed Cast Off. It still shows me a ball of force. I'm sorry, a force ball? Like a power upgrade, a power up in this room. And this power up is actually the power up from the room we were just in Mount Cress. I think, I at least believe it's the same power up from that room. And when you press select to bring up the menu and you close it, you see it's gone. And that's this is your indicator that bringing up the boss menu actually resets the game in some way, that it no longer thinks you're a Mount Cress, like, completely. I think there are still issues with some things happening there, but if you happen to be blocked off, or if a part of the dungeon crashes your game, you can try to bring up the boss menu and it will repair itself. To a certain degree. I don't know how feasible this repair is. And this would be obviously probably the ship scene, the shipwreck scene, but this scene is not in the randomizer, so it crashes instead. I have seen, however, people warping themselves to the shipwreck scene with the raft with Kara. And they were standing as Frieden there, it's hilarious. It also allows you to go into towns as Frieden. So I'm Frieden now in Frasier. The possibilities are endless with this. But the most major thing I explained, which was the skip to the final battle. Like, obviously you can like shove a pixel off and get immediately to the comet, but it's really hard to do that because in order to do that you would need to block a project here, because as you can see when I move, the value from the X and Y positions are always moving evenly. That means that I move 2 pixels even if I just tap. So in order to be in an uneven pixel position, you have to block a projectile from the front, and it pushes you 1 pixel into the opposite direction you're facing. So that way you can get even the uneven numbers. It's just very hard to do because of all the setup you have to do for the spiders. But as I said, this is a very consistent spider setup right now. The only issue now that is there is finding a way to make the spiders consistently getting off the screen and having the 2 other spiders consistently coming to you. It works, however, most of the time. So we can reproduce that pretty fairly well if we can do that. So I hope this was informative. Here ends the highlight. So as I said, feel free to visit the Illusion of Gaia random Discord. There are a lot of amazing people there. And the Illusion of Gaia randomizer is amazing too. So yeah. If you want to play this game like with randomized items and randomized other stuff, or want to play the game like in a new different feel, I also recommend visiting the Illusion of Gaia random Discord. And obviously there is a lot of nice people there. We don't just play Illusion of Gaia, but we also have other games as well that we play. But at the same time, like, Illusion of Gaia is a big thing. So if you are a big Illusion of Gaia nerd, I say, and you're interested in this, I would definitely recommend you check it out. And as I said, like, there's so much amazing stuff with this. that can be done. I hope this was informative. I hope it helped you out. And I will see you next time, guys. See ya. Okay, so this is for the highlight. So I will do that. I will highlight that and then I will share it. This is so amazing. I cannot believe we found this. And that we found a consistent way of making it happen. My god. This is so awesome. This is so great. Alright, so what am I gonna do now? We found a pretty consistent way to do that. We found a visual cue. And we even found like some of the stuff that we did. So what else is there? The only thing would be like finding a way to make the spiders go consistent the way you want them to go. Right? That's the only thing that's left. Because you sometimes have to deal with despawn issues and stuff like that. But yeah, this is how the general idea of this is. Woo! I will turn on my fan a little bit. I'm kind of sweating. Not gonna lie. And I will just do one more try. And this time I will do it without the RAM watch. Okay, so I need obviously to place this there. Okay, so I will do it again without the RAM watcher. Let's see if I can do it without looking at it. Obviously it was not the best performance in the highlight material that I did there, but I think it gets the point across, and if you get the spiders correctly there and everything works out, this can be really viable. Like, Jesus Christ. Not gonna lie, when I first time played around with the glitch, I was actually hoping for something like a warp or something interesting to happen. Okay, let's go. Let me actually try to be smart here. Let's go. No, too early. Fuck, I did it too early. Rip. That was too early. That was perfect otherwise. But it works. It works. And this is the thing. It works. And that's what's so incredible. I will make a safe state when the dark space. Or just here. Let's do a safe state here. At the same time, I kinda practice mount press. I kinda practiced mount press for hack attack. At least a little bit of navigation. I'm not gonna use the glitch in hack attack. I don't think I will. Maybe as a show off when I have time later after the seed in hack attack. But for that I need to get better at the rest of the game. As much as I would love to use this glitch in Hack Attack, it would mean a lot of problems. Okay, so you go up, the other one go up, please. And you come to the right, please. Ah, shit, I just got the other two on screen. And now we have stuck spiderweb. Okay, this is not gonna work. We need spiderweb from 2 people, not from 3 people. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Alright. Now I need you to come over here and do it all over here. Okay, so now we move them here. We have one guy off screen, or one spiderweb happening. Oh, it was actually an... Okay, what happened there? What actually happened there? Alright, let's try again. I think the room got a little bit confused. Maybe the spider was in a state it wasn't supposed to be in. I don't like you going down. Let's use ups. Come on, let me through. And we only have one spider, which is bad. Okay. And we have to spawn spiders. Okay, this is kinda aggravating. We need all spiders active at the same time. And you guys need to go. Okay, good. So I need you guys to behave. But you don't behave right now. Behave yourselves. Jeez. What's happening with you? Why are you being so mean to me right now? Okay. You got down again. This is the issue. Like, this is the only problem we have with SpiderWeb at the moment, is getting the spiders to the actual places where we want them. Come on, man. Okay, 2 spiders did go off. Come over here, Spidey. He's gonna go up, is he? Oh, of course he is. We either lost the spider again. Let's see if it works with... Oh, why? Okay, reset. If they happen to troll you too much, reset. Because that doesn't work. And it still needs to be a way that we can make the spiders do what we want. And if we find that, we will make this tech basically 100% consistent. Okay, let's go. Alright, I have a problem. This guy is again occupying my entire space. And we have an issue. Well, let's try. Nope, this is not gonna work, is it? Because we don't have all the spiders. Nope. Of course not. Now that I have made the highlight, you are again treating me like garbage game. It's the game trying to prove a point that I'm not correct, even though it knows I'm correct. That's what the game loves to do. Not today, game. I have enough evidence. It's just that your little spiders happen to be a little bit of douches right now. It has nothing to do with the other rooms, as I countlessly killed enemies in these rooms before and tested it. It's not having something to do with that. Here we go. We don't want 3 spiders to go down. Oh great, we have another spider standing there. Wow, 2 spiders just standing there this time. That's an issue. Alright, you two need to web. I need this other guy to go up now. No! Why are you doing this? You're so mean! This is gonna take my Y position now, is it? Yep. You're so mean! Why are you so mean? Alright. Okay. Oh, come on, man. This is nonsense right now. Let me change RNG with this. Let's go. Period. I suck at this game. Mostly otherwise. Oh my god. Yeah, this is sexy otherwise. This is really sexy. Alright. We have a problem. One of the spiders decided to be a douche and didn't do what I wanted them to do. Spiders at the moment being really big pricks. Really? Like, dudes, what's your problem? Why are you doing this to me now? Just be good boys and do what every spider does. Yes. Alright, let's do this. Oh, come on, what happened there? What was wrong this time? Oh man, what is happening sometimes there? Did I do it too early again? I guess I did. Or maybe it has something to do with killing the enemies. Let me see. I will let them all live. Okay. Oh man. Please. Okay. Good, 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 good. Ah, go up. Go up and web. Thank you. Okay. We have something. I need you to delay actually. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. There we go. Finally. Without having the RAM watch open, I actually performed it too. So as you can see, you can do it even without looking at the values in the RAM. As long as you have that visual indicator. I'm kind of curious about the thing. I want to see something. So let me perform the glitch again. And this time it worked, so I guess it happens. It has something to do with an enemy before as well. So we need to kind of figure out what's happening here. Most of the time I just killed enemies and it was fine, I think. But maybe an enemy has something to do with it. Just not an enemy that I normally would kill. So... alright, here we go. Nice, nice. Oh, crap. Sometimes that happens and the spiders freak out. I wanted to say I need you to come down, but you didn't come down. Instead, the other guy came down. Ah, nice, nice, nice. I need to delay one of you. Okay, so we have them lined up now. And we got it. I think that is still faster than doing all of Angkor and stuff like that. So let me see, because when you press the start button, it shows us that there are enemies in here, and I think it shows us that the Chaos Comet has actually an upgrade. Yeah, I want to see what happens if you kill the Chaos Comet that has an upgrade. Because it would be funny if I would get an upgrade from the Chaos Comet. And that would be actually kind of great, because if that happens in Vanilla 2, you can get the upgrade and then use the select trick to, you know, fix the state. If Dark Gaia's appearance is not going to crash it. So let us see what happens. If this actually gets changed when we kill the comet, or what happens for science. So what's happening? Oh, okay, so I think it goes immediately to Dark Gaia. Yeah. So no upgrade. Oh wow, okay. So this is the reason why you bring up the menu in this fight. This is another reason why you bring the menu in this fight, because if you don't do it, this happens. You get a nice stripped image of Dark Gaia, a weird deformed shadow, and an open mouth of Dark Gaia in the left corner shouting at you. So yeah, this is why you have to open up the pause menu. Oh wow, it keeps transforming. Let's see what actually happens. I speed it up. Whoa! 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 We're getting colors now. And now the music's gone. Oh no. This version of Illusion of Gaia is personalized. It's gonna send the devil and kill me. Oh, I'm kidding. Oh! It's flickering. What are you doing, game? Are you done? Please don't kill me. Okay, I think the game's actually done. Yeah, okay, I think the game's actually dead. Yeah, game was dead. So that is why you bring up the pause menu. You don't want to have the devil come out of the screen with hyper-realistic blood chasing you around. So yeah. So you don't get the upgrade and you get a crash. That is why you don't do that. You have to use the pause menu. So yeah. I don't know what else to do, honestly. The rest of it is just figuring out how to manipulate the spiders to do your bidding and to line them up. Lining them up at the when there's two is easy because you can manipulate them with the positioning. Having the setup start is the biggest issue. And if there's like something with the enemies that makes it happen or not happen. So I know that all of the enemies in the entrance of Crest are alive. So yeah. This is how it's majorly done at this point. So yeah, it's a thing now. So okay, so I guess I will leave it here. It's late. I don't know if I want to start an Illusion of Gaia randomizer after this. This is still amazing, and this is such a great find. Like that, there's actually a way there that you can do it consistent now, and that there is a fight available up. That makes me happy. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I will probably go and find somebody to raid, and then I will make the highlight ready. And as low performance as the highlight probably is for most of the part, I think it gets the point across, and it shows some of the things that can happen wrong if you do wrong stuff, and how to fix it in case you can still fix it. So I think this is good enough, and this is really interesting, and I really want to see people doing something with this, honestly. Like, this would be great to like have this as a separate category or something like this to route, because the Dark Gaia fight will be interesting to watch, because you don't have the aura, and we still need to be confirmed that this is possible on an actual vanilla ROM or vanilla cartridge or game. So, but I'm pretty sure this will work on vanilla. Pretty sure, given what I have heard about it when Solar and Sai tested it. So yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. This was a blast to do. It was amazing to look into this. The only thing that is left for us to do is finding ways to manipulate the spiders to do what we want. And then this entire thing is completely safe to use. I'm also apologizing for that because my mic is kind of hacking up. Just a good sign to find somebody to raid. So who can we raid? What do you guys think I should rate? I have 2 raid targets that I kind of want to rate, and both of which are amazing. So one of them is Solar Cell, obviously, and the other person is Sai. So both are very amazing Origin of Gaia players. So yeah, Spider Warp is real. And I'm really excited. Okay, so let's actually decide what we want to rate. I think Solar is a better raid target at this point, but I kind of want to raid Sai because Sai is like the smaller one at the moment. So let's raid Sai. Let's raid Sai and give him the good news. I think he already knows about it, but I think he doesn't know that I actually did it like in one go. I'll just raid Solar because I think Solar hasn't seen it yet. Did he? No. Okay, let's raid Solar actually. He hasn't seen it yet, so this will be exciting to give him the news. We raid Solar Cell. He's playing Among Us with his people, with his community, and we are going to give him the nice raid message. Spider Warp is real. So let's go. Let's raid him. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you next time. Next time, I promise you, more Origin of Gaia randomizer practice for Hack Attack. I need to get around that bad seed that I just had, but something good came out of that seed. Let's look at it that way. This glitch wouldn't have existed if I wouldn't have seen it happening, basically, in that bad seed that I got yesterday. So let's raid Solar. Again, thank you so much, guys, and I will see you there. Bye.